Right, this is how I do my mixture for my flightless fruit flies. I've got quite a big jar. It's probably a bit overkill because normally I like to have quite a few jars. In case one gets infested with mites, you've still got the other jars to begin your culture from. I didn't bother last time, but I'm going to make sure I do that this time. So I've got me jar, and the lid, I just melted out a hole, and that will have a close-knit bit of material for air. And I also put a bit of honey on there for the fruit flies, a little bit watered down, but I don't know if they eat it or not, but they seem to gather there. Right, now my ingredients are, first of all, the main ingredient is mash, just instant mash, and just cheap beer. I don't know what part that plays in the ingredients, but I found the recipe online and it does work. Vinegar to inhibit mould, and yeast, which will just be sprinkled on top after the mixture's done, is what the male fruit flies feed on apparently. Right, so I need to just, I don't have to put the beer in first actually. You want it moist but not too sloppy. Just like you do mash really, but you're not using water or milk or however you would make your instant mash. You're using the beer, so right. And yes, I've got permission to pinch my husband's beer. So I'm just dealing with the mash and the beer at the minute. Make that bit dry. You don't have to be too exact. It's just for the larvae to feed on. Don't want to make too much actually. You might have to finish that bottle of beer for me if I don't use it all. I don't think he'd want me tipping it down the sink. So that's about right, but I'm going to let it stand for a bit because it may have some more absorbing to do and end up a bit too dry. Just a couple of spoonfuls of the vinegar. I don't measure it, I just guess. There we go. You can just smell, the mixture smells quite vinegary when you've done it. I know, I'm putting loads in. Right. Yes, it's dried up a bit, so I think a bit more. So there you go, you can see it's all bound together and that. What to do is spoon it into the tub. know what, I think it's still a bit on the dry side. That'll be okay, it's how I've done it before. Right, you don't want too much yeast on top, you just want a bit of a sprinkling. So, you can see that. Yeah, you don't want to put loads and loads on. So that's it basically, and you just then obviously add your fruit flies. Just tip them in. Now the larvae need something to climb out of the substrate that you've made, really. So what you use is just, it's used for packaging. You see what they've put in here? They use it in wine crates and things like that, which I have used before, but I've not got any at the minute. But what I am going to use is raffia, which you can get from craft shops and the works, things like that. I think I'll keep hold of that actually in case there's any still left to hatch in it. Just bang them down. That'll be a second, just come get me raffia. Right, so it just comes in a bundle like that, raffia. And I've just undone it and I'm just going to mess it up. And we'll go back down to the bottom again. There we go. It's quite a big tub, I might go and get another bundle of this actually. Go to my craft stash. And that's it. Like I said, I just wipe a bit of honey and push it through a little bit on the top there. I'll put a bit of raffia back in there. And that's it. Job done.